Did you know that 68% of people who stay with a narcissistic partner cite they just change their mind as the main reason they don't leave? That's not indecision, it's a classic symptom of intermittent reinforcement, a manipulation technique that rewards you sporadically to lock you in a cycle of hope and disappointment. Imagine receiving a lavish gift one week, then being ignored the next. The unpredictability hijacks your brain's reward system, making you chase the next good moment, even when the overall relationship is harmful. The core mechanism is intermittent reinforcement, a pattern of giving rewards at irregular intervals, which strengthens a behavior more than consistent reward. Psychologists label this the trauma bond cycle, a strong emotional attachment formed through alternating abuse and affection. Research from the American Psychological Association shows that this cycle exploits operant conditioning, the learning process where behavior is shaped by consequences. By mixing affection with cruelty, the narcissist creates a powerful dependency that feels like love, even though the overall dynamic is toxic. When the abuser showers you with affection, your brain releases dopamine, the feel-good neurotransmitter, and oxytocin, the bonding hormone. These chemicals light up the reward pathways, similar to what happens with addictive drugs. During the cold phases, the sudden loss of those chemicals produces a withdrawal effect, prompting you to seek the next hit of affection. Neuroscience Letters reports that this dopamine rollercoaster rewires the prefrontal cortex, the area responsible for decision-making, making rational choices feel secondary to the craving for approval. You might notice they love bomb you early, declaring you're their soulmate within days, then switch to silent treatment for a week. They will often apologize profusely after a harsh outburst, presenting an expensive gift or a grand romantic gesture as proof of love. Watch for sudden mood swings that reset the emotional climate, and for promises of future commitment that disappear once you're emotionally invested. These push-pull dynamics keep you guessing, reinforcing the belief that you must work harder to earn their affection. Your brain is wired to seek social connection. Evolution rewarded those who could quickly form bonds for survival. Intermittent reinforcement hijacks this instinct by mimicking the early stages of genuine attachment. Even highly educated, analytical people can be blindsided because the chemistry overrides logical appraisal. It's not a lack of intelligence, it's a biological response to unpredictable reward, amplified by the narcissist's skillful timing and emotional charisma. 1. Early intense affection that feels too fast. 2. Sudden, unexplained coldness or silent treatment. 3. Apologies paired with grand gestures that feel like bribes. 4. Repeated cycles of criticism followed by praise. 5. Their love feels conditional, always tied to your behavior. 6. You find yourself rationalizing their worst actions to preserve the good moments. 7. The relationship's overall mood feels like a roller coaster, leaving you exhausted but hopeful for the next high. The narcissist's motivation is control through emotional dependency. Covert narcissists, as described in the Journal of Personality Disorders, use vulnerability as a weapon. They portray themselves as victims to elicit guilt and validation. By alternating affection and neglect, they maintain a grip on your self-esteem, ensuring you stay invested. Their fragile narcissism, a need for admiration that is hidden behind self-pity, drives the intermittent pattern, because constant praise would threaten their self-image of being misunderstood. Researchers recommend the reality testing journal technique, recording events, dates, and emotions to verify facts later. Practice the delay and evaluate method. When you receive a sudden gift or apology, pause 2-48 hours before responding, allowing dopamine levels to normalize. Set clear boundaries. Declare that affection must be consistent, not sporadic. Seek support groups where you can compare notes. Shared validation reduces the isolation that fuels the trauma bond. Finally, consider professional counseling to rewire the reward pathways and rebuild autonomous decision-making. A 2026 study in the Journal of Personality Disorders found that covert narcissists score 27% higher on vulnerability scales than overt narcissists, using self-deprecation to trigger guilt. The American Psychological Association's work on intermittent reinforcement demonstrates that unpredictable rewards produce a 30% stronger attachment than regular rewards. Together, these findings illustrate why the push-pull dynamic feels both intoxicating and destructive, confirming that the pattern is a deliberate, not accidental, manipulation strategy. Understanding the science behind intermittent reinforcement turns the invisible into the visible, giving you power to break the cycle. If this helped you, share it with someone who needs to recognize the trap. Follow for daily psychology insights that protect your mental health.